Hey, hello, what's up everyone? In this video I'm going to teach you what are the different combinations that makes a person a very successful businessman, okay? Businessman or businesswoman. So before beginning, if you are not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, hit the bell icon and click the like button, and if you have any doubt after watching this video, please do mention that in my below comment section, okay? So let's begin. So mainly, in order to see whether the person will become a very successful business person or not, mainly you need to check the three conditions or four conditions that I'm going to tell you. Okay, so 4 to 5 conditions. So mainly the first condition is that houses and the lots. Second condition is that mainly the Karaka planet or the significant planet which represent business or self-employment. So the third condition is that the combination of step 1 and step 2. The fourth condition is that the Dhan yogas you need to have, and the fifth condition is that Raj yogas you need to have mainly. So these are the 5 important conditions that person should check in their horoscope, and you need to check in D10 also and in the D9 also, because these two divisional charts are very important for a person to become a successful business person. Okay, now coming to the step 1 or the kind of first condition is mainly the houses and the lots. So which are the important houses which shows a person will become a very good successful business person or person will be self-employed. Okay, now coming to this one, houses and the lots. So the most important houses for self-employment or business is the first house and first house lot, because it shows you, your personality, your attitude, your characteristics, okay, your name, your fame. So these are physical things of you, physical body. So that is been represented by your first house and first house lord, whether you are interested to go for business or job. So these are things are represented by first house lord, okay, where it is placed. Now coming to the next important house is the second house and second house lord. Why second house and second house lord? See, second house and second house lord mainly shows it's your source of income. Okay, where you are getting your source of income, whether you are getting from business or whether you are getting from job, that is services, or whether you are getting from through self-employment. So these are things you need to check, that is seen through second house lord, okay, or planet seated in the second house. Now coming to the very important house is the third house and third house lord. So because third house is very most important house for a person becoming a businessman or self-employment, okay, self-employed person. See why? Because your third house represent your courage, your boldness. Okay, third house represent brave. Person will be very brave or not. So it is mainly seen for third house. Okay, so if your person's third house or third house lord is very strong, that represent person will do a very good businessman. Person will be a very good business person, because in order to start a business person, in order to start a business, person should be very brave. Okay, because if he invest money in some particular thing, then he should get back. Okay, the person should get invest double. Okay, or person should get a profit or share, or even though person goes into debt, he must be able to recover the debt. So you need to have that courage in order to recover the debt. So it is seen through third house and third house lord. Okay, so your third house and third house lord should be very strong. Okay, now next important house is the fifth house and fifth house lord, because fifth house and fifth house lord represents your speculative business, your stock markets and all. So your fifth house and fifth house lord should be very strong in order to invest something money, okay, some money on particular stocks and all, or in a real estate. Now next important house is that 7th house and 7th house lord. Why 7th house and 7th house lord is very important? See, 7th house and 7th house lord represents your business partnerships. Okay, if you want to start your business with your partner, your 7th house and 7th house lord should be very strong. Or if you want to start your business with your partner, with your wife, okay, or your husband, that is seen through 7th house and 7th house lord. So the next important house is that 9th house and 9th house lord. Why 9th house and 9th house lord? It represents your luck factor, where your luck is majorly situated, whether your luck is connected to service or whether this one business or not. So it is mainly seen through 9,000 Lord. The next important house is the 10,000 Lord. Why 10,000 Lord? 10,000 Lord represent your career. Okay, if your 10,000 is very well placed and 10,000 Lord is very well placed, that shows that your career will be very strong, okay, and very good. You will achieve more and more heights in your career. Now, next coming important house is that 11,000 Lord. If your 11,000 Lord is very strong, then it represents gains from business. Okay, so these are the different houses and lots which are very important in order to do business. Okay, so the next important step 2, condition 2 is that Karaka planet or the significant planet which represent business. Okay, so actually the most important planet is planet Mercury. Mercury represents your business, your communication. So in order to do business, you need to communicate through your customers. Okay, so you need to have very good communication. Okay, you need to know how to handle customers and all. So these are things are represented by planet Mercury. Mercury represent your business analytical mind also. So these are things Mercury is represented by, and it also represents your intelligence, how smartly you are going to handle business. Okay, and the next important planet, very most important planet, is the planet Saturn, because Saturn represent like handling huge number of masses. Okay, handling very big employees. Okay, if you are employer, your employees are represented by planet Saturn. Okay, so if your planet Saturn is strong, that means that you are going to handle your employee very easy manner. So these are things that you need to know. And Saturn gives you very good disciplinarity. It also gives you to follow rules and regulations in business. Okay, so these are the different things Saturn strictly you need to follow. Okay, Saturn, when you start your business, that is up to 30 or 35 years of age, your business will run very long years of age, because Saturn mainly actually delays wherever it sits. Okay, that also dependent on Saturn placements. Like if Saturn is sitting in the 7th house, 3rd house, that mainly shows person will become a very good businessman. Okay, now coming to the next important secondary planets are your moon, because your moon represents your mind. How strong is your mind? So in order to become a business person, your mind should be very strong. You should not be distracted by negative things and all. So okay, so if your person will come mental, if you do business, you will get very flop. Your business will be flop. But you know that you will do. Okay, so that is dependent on planet moon, because that represent your mind. Okay, and the next important secondary planet is sun, because sun represent your willpower, how strong your willpower is. If any person comes and tells something negative towards you, whether you will have that courage, willpower within you to withstand against them. So that is represented by planet sun. Okay, so these are the different planets that tells whether the person will become a successful business person or not. Now coming to the step 3 or the third condition is that the combination of step 1 and step 2, or the combination of first condition and the second condition. See, mainly, so in order to check the combination, first you need to check the planets and the houses and lords, where are they placed. Okay, now I'll tell the most important combinations. Okay, that is the 10th house lord placed in the first house, or first house lord placed in the 10th house, or exchange between the first house lord and 10th house lord, or first house lord and 10th house lord sitting in the each sitting in conjunction in any of the houses. Okay, that I mentioned earlier. Okay, so this is the first most important combination regarding the houses and the lords. Now coming to the second most important condition is whether the 10th house lord is connected to the 3rd house, or 3rd house lord connected to 10th house. Okay, through aspect or conjunction, or even 3rd house lord sitting in the 10th house, 10th house lord sitting in the 3rd house, as I told you earlier. Now the next important combination is the 10th house lord in the 7th house, 7th house lord in the 10th house, or 7th house lord and 10th house lord in the conjunction in any of the houses, as I told you earlier, or they aspect each other. So these are the most important combination that you need to know. Okay, so the next important combination is when 2nd house lord is connected to 7th house, 7th house lord connected to 2nd house, or 2nd house lord connected to 11th house, 11th house lord connected to 2nd house by conjunction or aspect, or sitting in each other houses. Okay, or 7th house lord in the 11th house, 11th house lord in the 7th house. Okay, and 2nd house lord conjuncted with 11th house lord, 11th house lord conjuncted with 2nd house lord sitting in the 7th house. So these are the different types of combination that tells whether a person will become a very good successful business person or not. Okay, next important combination is 3rd house lord sitting in the 1st house, 1st house lord sitting in the 3rd house, first house lord and third house lord are conjuncted towards each other in any of these houses, okay, or even first house lord is in the second house lord in the first house lord in the fifth house lord in the first house lord in the seventh house lord in the first house, or they get exchanged parivartana yoga, or they are in conjunction, okay, or they are even aspecting each other, and first house lord in the ninth house lord in the first house, that represent person will become their own boss, okay, and even first house lord in the 11th house lord in the first house. So these are the different combination which represent person will become a very good successful business person. And another thing is that 11th house lord is also very important. If 11th house lord is very strong, person will be a very good business person, having very good contacts, business contacts, okay, big business contacts and all. Like 11th house lord in the 10th house lord in the 11th house, okay, 11th house lord in the 5th house lord in the 11th house, or 11th house lord in the 9th house lord in the 11th house, or they are conjuncted towards each other, or they aspect each other, or in the parivartana yoga. So these are different combinations, okay, regarding the houses and the lords. Now that you need to check this condition in the D10 chart also, it's very important, okay. If it's satisfying this condition, then any of these conditions, then the person will become a very good successful business person, okay. Now coming to the planets, okay, combination of planets. When Mercury and Saturn are conjuncted towards each other in any of these houses, as I mentioned you, in the first house, third house, fifth house, 7th house, 10th house, 11th house, okay, that represent person will become a very good business person. Or Saturn alone sitting in the third house, that represent person will become a very good successful business person after 33. When person starts his business or her business after 33 or 35 years of age, person will become a very good business person, and that business will run very long years, okay, like 100 years, 200 years. And now coming to the this one, Mercury placed in the third house, or in the 7th house, or in the 11th house, or in the 10th house, that represent person career will be business career mainly, okay. So the another important combinations is that combination of moon, Mercury, or sun, Mercury, okay, or even sun, moon, Mercury, or even Saturn aspecting Sun and Mercury. So these are different combination which represent person will become a very good business person. Now coming to the fourth step, or the fourth condition, is the Dhan Yoga. Now what do you mean by Dhan Yoga? See, I will actually make a separate video on Dhan Yoga, but still I will tell according to houses and lords. When second house lord is placed in the 11th house, or second house lord is placed in the fifth house lord in the second house lord in the ninth house lord in the second house and ninth house lord conjuncted towards each other in any of the houses. Like that same thing for goes for second house lord and fifth house lord, and even 11th house lord and fifth house lord, 11th house lord and ninth house lord, and even 11th house lord and second house lord and 11th house lord, okay. So these are the things which represent person is having a if person is having a very good Dhan Yoga, that means person will get very good amount of money through business, okay. And the next important condition is fifth condition is that the Raj Yogas. Person should have a very good Raj Yoga, but the person should have a very good Dhan Yoga rather than having a very good Raj Yoga, because Dhan Yoga is the yoga which gives person a very good large amount of wealth, okay. Now coming to the Raj Yoga, if a person is having a very good Raj Yoga, like this one 9th and 10th house lord Raj Yoga, or even 4th and 5th house lord Raj Yoga, 5th house lord and 1st house lord Raj Yoga, or even Parivartana Raj Yoga, like exchange between the houses, exchange between the signs, or Nakshatra Parivartana Yoga. So actually I will make a separate video on that, but you need to have these conditions, okay. So these are the analysis that I have made actually whether the person will become a very good successful business person or not. And in the D10 chart you need to check the condition of Saturn and Mercury, because Saturn represents the karma, your karma. If Saturn is sitting in the 10th house, especially in the D10 chart, or even in the 7th house, or in any of the Kendras, that represent person will have very good successful career. And Saturn should be in an exalted sign, Mool Trikona sign, own sign, friendly sign, that represent person will get huge respect in career, okay. So these are things that you need to check, and you need to check the condition of ascendant and ascendant lord of D10 chart, where it is placed mainly, and you need to check the condition of 7th house and 7th house lord, 10th house and 10th house lord. These are the different conditions you need to check mainly, okay, in order to start a business. So these are the analysis that I have made actually, okay. So in the next video I'm going to continue Planet through Navamsa series. So those who are new to my channel, please subscribe below, or else I'll see you in the next video. So until and unless, thank you, bye bye, love you, take care.